Hey guys, it's Lisa. How are you? With Heart of Inspiration, and you're on my drive to work, honey. Yes, I did have my tooth out. I relaxed last night, chilled it on out. So I'll put on some makeup while I put on my lipstick. Y'all need a little lip. Whilst I'm driving. Um, Sorry about that. So it's sore as a heck. It's really sore. But anyway, welcome newcomers watching this later. Good morning, Suri. Good morning, Lucky. Or good afternoon, Lucky. Um, so I was just gonna, wow, cut that corner a little tight, didn't you, Mike? Hey, Leah. Hey, Brandy. Hello. Good morning, Marvin. Um, so I really honestly this morning won't be on too long. I wanted to let y'all know I'm alive. I'm alive. Um, Plus I don't want to talk too much because I gotta talk all day, right? Revenge. Hey, good morning, Nia. Nia, I'm probably gonna jump on tonight and do some reading. So pop in early and let me get your reading from the other night done for you, okay, hun? Um, Listen. Oh, yeah, you probably were. Where was I? No, sir. I got my molar. So it's for those of you that are in dentistry, tooth number 14, upper left, pulled yesterday. We tried to do a root canal, right, to save it, and I was going to crown it. But once he started it, my root was it was cracked on both sides. It was not good. So I had to get it pulled. So Tuesday, I started to get a root canal. I had a partial root canal. And then Wednesday, I go and get the tooth pulled. So you can imagine my poor little jaw over here, my chubby cheek, is a little tired and a little sore. I think that's what hurts worse, right? The injection sites. Anyway, revenge. Those of you now 3 minutes in, and now we're going to start talking about revenge. I was thinking about this last night and this morning as I'm like looking at, and I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't have my Bluetooth in. I don't have anything in. So revenge. So I was thinking about this. And good, very good. Because I'm watching different things happen on YouTube, and I'm just kind of listening to some of my friends going through some things, some situations, where they've been hurt, once, all this stuff, right? And I'm like, why? Like revenge. We've heard that revenge is a dish best served cold, right? I believe that's Shakespeare. I believe that is. And that always meant to me, without energy, without emotion, like you're gonna serve revenge on a mother trucker, you're gonna serve revenge on a mother trucker, right? But don't get your feelings mixed up in it. That's exactly right, Lollipop. And I kind of lived by that credo a little bit. Like if somebody did something to me or whatever, I might not get you right away. This is in my 20s. I might not get you right away, but trust and believe, when you ain't looking, I been and done it. And I been and done it so cold you didn't even know I did it. But that does not do anything for you. When I look back on it, all that it does is feed more and more and more of that same energy into the cycle. It keeps the turbine going. Now, there's a difference between revenge and protecting yourself. There's a huge difference between revenge and protecting yourself or getting out of a bad situation. I'm not saying if you're in an abusive situation or whatever, y'all, I got to get these nails done. In an abusive situation, or whatnot, or it's about time to, maybe if you're married, if you're getting a divorce, or whatever the case is, y'all split up, or someone is using you in some, that you should just stay there and be a doormat. But what, so I'm not saying don't file an order of protection, don't seek legal remedy, but be sure that your motivation behind doing whatever it is you need to do to protect yourself is not so you can, well, I'll show them. No, it's not I'll show them, right? If it's to protect yourself or your loved ones or whatever the case is, then take the legal remedy you need to take. But past that, don't put the energy of revenge back in the mix. You put the energy of revenge back in the pot, all that happens is it gets bigger. You see what I'm saying? All that happens is that the stew gets, you put more and more more and more ingredients in the stew, and pretty soon you stir it up, stir it up, stir it up, and then what happens? It boils over. And when that hot pot of disgusting revenge, negative energy, bad karma stew boils over, trust and believe it's going to burn you just as much as it burn the other person. It will, because you're going to, baby. I get it. But let me tell you something. That's kind of an early humanity, an early human history belief and way of handling it. And that's handling, if someone can, while you're on here, I should have done this before I logged on, look on, Google the frequency, what is the frequency of revenge? What is the frequency of revenge? And let me know that. I'm going to guess it's in the 200 or 300 hertz. 200 or 300 megahertz or whatever we do. It's going to be in the 200 to 300. I would bet. And anytime, and it might even, I don't think it's going to be in the 100s, but I think the 200 to 300s. Anytime you have anything less than, what's the frequency of love? I believe we're at 400 or 500 when we get to love. I can tell you for sure, anytime you're in the 200 to 300s in a frequency of an emotion, you're operating in your lower chakras. Whenever you're operating in your lower chakras, your solar plexus, your sacral, or your root, you are not operating from your higher consciousness. You are operating completely from ego and humanity. There is nothing higher consciousness to be had in your solar plexus. Oh, 10. Child, that's down in the root. Baby, that's way down now. Child, that's caveman. Grand rising. That's deep. Thank you, Lollipop. You guys, please be sure to subscribe to my content creators that are on here. Love is 532. Thank you. Reasoning is in the 400s. Wow. So that's very low vibrational. I mean, that's extremely low. Child, I'm so sorry. Thank you. I said thank you, baby. Listen, that's extremely low vibrational. You don't want to operate in that level of vibration. That's no higher conscious, no reasoning or intellect at all. Intellect and reasoning and things like that, logic, come up at in your 400s, right? Science and reasoning and logic. You don't want to operate definitely below that, because you're doing it out of a primal need, right? A primal, something very primal, very, like caveman, very ego, very, it's not higher purpose driven. And when you don't, you want to do as much, operate not in the higher consciousness, and not in the lower consciousness as much as possible, right? That's what you don't want. So for instance, you don't want to be driven by sex. You don't want to be driven by sex and make all your decisions based on whether or not, this person, for whether or not this person is right for you, based on whether or not they're good and bad. I've known plenty of people that were really good that ain't had nothing that I didn't have no business with. None. That wasn't about nobody's higher chakras, let me tell you. The lower chakras were great, but the higher ones had left a lot to be desired. So my point is this: revenge at 10 hurts. At 10 hurts, child, please. What you gonna do with that? What is that going to accomplish? Not only that, by it being at 10 hertz, by it being an emotion that is coming out of your root chakra, that means that when you send that energy out to get revenge, you will get that energy back, which is an attack on your root chakra, which is an attack on your very foundation, which is an attack on how you look at yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth, all the bases. All the bases. You are putting more energy into that chakra that is meant to hold you up. That is meant to be your stability and your foundation. That is absolutely crazy. Lolly, thank you very much. Right? So why are you going to attack your own foundation? Again, don't take whatever legal remedy, should or talk to the person about the situation. Whatever it is you got to do to come to a resolution, a level of resolution regarding this situation. And if there can be no resolution with that person because they do not have the capacity to raise their vibrational set point, they do not have the capacity to interact with you from a higher vibrational point, then you're going to have to cut it loose. But listen, baby. But listen. Lord Jesus. There's a lot of traffic on here when I get out that darn house early. When you're doing what you need to do to take care of that third dimensional issues, you cannot have the thought process of I'm getting this person back, because you're just feeding the cycle. And if you continue to feed the cycle, you will get more to it. Yeah, we should do, next week we'll do a whole thing about, I'll do another one about the vibrations, the emotional vibrational frequencies. On my website, I believe I have a chart that shows where those live. So we'll do that next week once this heals up a little bit, y'all. We'll do it next week, okay? I don't know how long, It's just weird, y'all. I got a whole tooth missing. I got a whole molar that ain't there no more. It's gone. It's strange. It's weird. Anyway. So, we have to, okay. So anyway, let me go back here. You don't want to send the vibration out because that's what you get attacked back in. We want to raise our vibration out, so at least we're clearing out the heart. And I need to talk about the heart chakra too, and I'll try to do that this weekend. That would be really good for me to do on Easter Sunday, because the heart chakra is the gateway, right, between the upper three and the lower three. It is the gateway between the upper three and the lower three. In order to get good energy flow between all of them, you got to have your heart clear. And if you can begin to resonate and emanate and emote from here, oh my goodness, you're doing so well. But you're not going to want to get revenge. Instead, what you're going to want to do is forgive. Because really, the feeling for the need for revenge, y'all, I have to have iced coffee instead of hot coffee with this thing being pulled. So I made my own iced coffee at home. The feeling of needing revenge is really not so much to get them back. Not so much to get them back. I'll get used to it. But it is because you're hurt, because you just got taken advantage of, hurt, whatever the case was. You've been injured and you want revenge. You feel stupid. You feel bogus. You gotta forgive the person, but your situation that plays on, sometimes you can't sleep at night. Then you need to cut the soul tie, Nia. You need to cut the tie then. So, because forgiving, right? And I don't know if you're still in physical relationship with this person or not, but you need to cut it. Because there's no reason to keep going back, and you shouldn't, that's what I said at the beginning. Don't be a doormat. Don't be a doormat, don't be a punching bag. Don't be target practice. With my coffee intake, caffeine, okay, all right. Yes, ma'am. No physical relations. Okay. Well, Nia, we should talk. We need to probably have a session. You want, if I have some group energy sessions, would you guys like energy healing or like talks about this kind of stuff? Would you guys participate in that? So I'm thinking about doing group energy healing sessions. Anyway, let me move forward from here. So, okay, awesome. All right, we're gonna put that up there. Revenge is about you getting justification or retribution for an injury to yourself. However, if you vibrate at that frequency, you're still going to continue to get injured because that's what you're going to keep feeding. And it might not be by that person. It's going to be by somebody else. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's going to be by somebody else. Because you're feeding the cycle. You're feeding the cycle. Now, one more thing. Instead of getting revenge, walk in forgiveness. Exactly. Instead of getting revenge, walking then in forgiveness and walking in love, what that does is then you start emanating. Nia, I need you to schedule some time with me, baby. Go to my website, schedule some time with me. You start emanating and emoting from your higher chakras. You start emanating and emoting from your heart chakra. When you start living here, then you gain access to your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. Then you gain access to your higher consciousness. Then you can move up here and very strategically do whatever it is you need to do. But from your higher consciousness level, be guided. Be guided. Thank you, Suri. Be guided as to what you should do that's going to be coming from your highest being. You access your divinity, and your divinity then guides you into how to rid yourself of this issue, into how to move so that you close the energetic circle off with this person continually hurting you. See, it's better to not get revenge, right? Better to not get revenge and instead get the healing. Because when you come from a place of power and a place of healing and a place of restoration, oh my gosh, the power you walk in is amazing. and the resolution to the conflict. Then all of a sudden what happens is, instead of you walking down here and doing that, when God said in the Old Testament, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Now that I have a fuller understanding of our divinity and who we are, and how truly interconnected we are with Supreme, with Beloved, let me tell you something. When that karma comes back to bite them in the butt, baby, it comes back to get them in ways you never would have imagined. You never would have imagined. And when your ancestors get a hold to them, baby, they'll learn their lesson. And one of two things happen. They either learn their lesson and change their ways, or they learn not to mess with you no more. But at any rate, you've moved on and taken their power from them, and taken their power that they have over you, and that they can continue to exercise within you over this situation. And that's, at the end of the day, what you want, right? Let your revenge be you living your best life and not worrying about them fools, instead of being down in the muck and the mire and the junk, being in a pig pen. Get on out that pig pen and wash yourself off. All right, y'all. I have got to go, babies. I got to go. I got to reserve this. Okay, so we're going to see how my mouth feels today. And if it's doing all right this evening, I'm going to really try to get on for a couple of hours. Because Miss Lisa is not going to be available on Friday night. We'll have to do our Friday night on Saturday night. I'm going to have a little personal lifetime. All right. Now, if you guys want to schedule some energy sessions with me or reading sessions, please go to heartofinspiration.net. You should be able to go there and click on a couple of links and do that. Go there and please subscribe. I'm going to start putting out monthly emails. And also, those of you that are Reiki 1 attuned, either by myself or by someone else, within about 2 to 3 weeks, here about 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be starting an 8-week course to get you started in your practice. Okay, and more on that. I'll put out a video on that shortly, as soon as all of this heals up. So everybody have a fantastic day. I love you guys. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys.